The COVID-19 pandemic has certainly affected people worldwide. Now, not just individuals, but businesses are affected by it as well. And the interesting part about this is that you see shifts in terms of consumer behavior. You also see shifts in terms of how businesses tend to operate at the same time. Now, in this video, what we shall be looking at is in terms of how does businesses adapt to these sort of changes and how does consumers react to it at the same time. And we will also take a look in terms of whether this trend is going to stay on for the next course or for the next later part of the future.
Good evening, I'm Stanley Liew, the presenter tonight. In the beginning of December 2019, a new pathogenic virus, also known as COVID-19, has been found in Wuhan City, China. At the present time, World Health Organization is responsible of the current outbreak of pneumonia and declared COVID-19 as pandemic of 12 March 2020.
We have therefore made the assessment that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Just like most countries, Malaysia worried that COVID-19 will become critical and lost control. On the 18th March 2020, the government announced that they decided to take action to curb the spread of COVID-19.
Kerajaan memutuskan untuk melaksanakan perintah kawalan pergerakan mulai 18 Mac 2020 iaitu lusa hingga 31 Mac 2020 di seluruh negara.
Many businesses suffer due to the MCO restriction to most unnecessary activities are not allowed in the country, such as the travel, social catering, and sports. For food and beverage industry, the dine-ins have been prohibited, which affect many restaurant owners. Here's the report.
The restaurant was suffering due to many uncertainties strike to their daily business operation. In order to understand more about how the industry is being affected, Group 6 members interviewed several restaurant owners for their opinions.
Sebab takut dengan meribad dengan COVID, jadi dia pun tak makan lah, memang kurang. Dia orang bawa bekalan dari rumah, jadi kita berniaga memang kurang. Macam kita tak naik, tapi barang keluar memang naik lah semuanya, segala-galanya. Barang kering, barang besar, ayam, telur, semuanya naik.
Semua naik.
Bila kita tanya dengan dia orang kata barang tak dapat. Tak nak dapat. Masa perniagaan memang ikai lah, dulu terlambat tutup, sekarang awal tutup. Sebab tak ada orang, lepas tu buka pun lambat juga.
How do you think the MCO had affected the food industry?
Actually, my business has dropped more than 80% every time an MCO had been imposed.
Kehadiran pelanggan ke kedai merosot disebabkan ada sekatan MCO lah. Jadi pelanggan-pelanggan yang jauh tidak dapat hadir ke kedai. Jadi jualan pun menurun lah. Walaupun masih boleh bertahan.
Due to the implementation of movement control order, as it have been reinstated and extended several times in the last 1.5 years, consumers also changed their food purchasing behavior because the dine-ins are not allowed in the country and more people choose to take away or cook themselves more. Group 6 members also interviewed the consumer on how the MCO changed their daily food purchases.
Masak, selalu memang masak, tapi sekarang macam dah okey sikit, banyak kita boleh order macam sup panda. Boleh lah. Okey, sekarang dah okey lah, boleh, kita dah boleh accept semua, dah boleh beli dari kedai, dah kurang sikit takutlah.
The usage of food delivery service became a popular option after the pandemic, especially for teenagers that are living on their own.
Before COVID-19, I would very much prefer to dine in restaurants because it's the most convenient way. But after COVID-19, my preference has changed from being physical to online. Like I would now make purchases via those food ordering apps and would rather dine in my own house.
During MCO, the government did not allow the restaurant to open for dine-in and limited the operating hours to compel rent must be closed at 9 p.m. Restaurant owners have no option but to follow the instruction from the government to stop people from having their food in their restaurant. This brings more challenges and difficulty to the owners as the sales drop sharply. Here are some interviews with restaurant owners to talk about the challenges they have during the MCO.
Perniagaan mengenai COVID, permasalahan pertama kita susah dapat pekerja. Daripada pekerja luar,
maupun pekerja dalam. Kalau pekerja asing kita tak digunakan pekerja asing untuk masuk. Cabaran yang kedua, customer dah mula kurang. Diorang dah biasa duduk rumah, dah biasa masak, so jadual diorang dah penuh dengan masak. Cabaran yang untuk delivery, kita ataupun kedai ni baru buat delivery selepas 3 bulan pandemik berlaku. So ada bantuan lah kat situ delivery. Kalau tak dulu kita drop sampai 70%. Sekarang kita tak drop sampai banyak. Kita ada delivery punya backup. So kalau semasa keadaan COVID, itulah kita tak ada customer yang walk in, so perniagaan air tak ada lah. Dia dah tak ada perniagaan makan tu masih ada. So kalau waktu selepas ni, permasalahan kita pada bahan mentah pula. Bahan mentahnya naik harga tu tak dapat dikawal lah. Tak masuk akal pun ada juga kadang. Dia terlalu tinggi. Itu dia.
Because of the challenges, food delivery platform become a silver lining for restaurant owners to connect more people to their business, and it provide the convenience to consumer in ordering their food through the mobile app. The group set representative also asked the restaurant owner about their opinion on the food delivery service providers.
It helps for a short term, but at a cost. For me to go and rely again on Foodpanda or Grab, that eats up my profit even more.
Zaman post-pandemic ni kita kena perlukan digitalize kita punya business lah. Kita kena go for online kan. So kita dah kadang-kadang sekarang ni semua nowadays era semua orang beli online pun. Orang shopping online, orang tak ada nak pergi datang kedai semua. Jadi kita kena go for online je dah yang untuk kita sustain dalam bisnes buat masa sekarang.
Food delivery services providers seems like a good approach for both restaurant owners and consumer to utilize while consumers are worried to go out and approach other people due to health concerns. However, these food delivery services increase the cost of food, and either restaurant owners or consumer have to pay the charges to the service providers. We also asked the restaurant owners and consumers about their experience with food delivery services in that particular area.
You need to increase your selling price due to food delivery costs?
That is a very, very interesting and difficult question. To be honest, a lot of my customers are not happy when I do that. So it's something that I have tried as much as possible to try keep the cost down, and sometimes even absorbing the cost in order to make my regular customer to be happy.
Has this kind of food delivery services benefited to you?
Yes, it is, which is it saved my time, it saved my car fuel, and then I don't have to go out to buy the food. Just wait from home.
Perlulah kalau online ni kan, kita nak pergi, macam saya ada anak, senang. Kalau macam saya keluar, anak dekat rumah, saya order online je lah. Nanti yang hantar, lepas tu kita bayar online.
Often consumers are used to take away or order food delivery in the last 1.5 years, with consumer remain this while purchasing the food after the opening of MCO restriction. To understand more about the consumer behavior after MCO, we asked the consumer on their expectation on food purchasing in future.
I think I will go back to dining in instead of taking away foods from restaurants or order it online, because I value the human interaction. Because right now we have no choice. We have no choice only to order it online. But when it comes to normality, I think I will go back to have my food in restaurant.
Yang Foodpanda ataupun yang Grab ni semua ni memang patut diteruskan lah. Sebabnya dia memudahkan lah. Untuk jangka masa akan datang pun diperlukan, sebab dia ni salah satu benda yang baru. Okay. Mungkin kalau benda ni tak ada, penggunaan untuk pembelian ni kira macam orang nak keluar pun mungkin terbatas juga. Kalau ada Foodpanda ni kira online di hujung jari je. Itu saja.
Through the interview we have gone through as Group 6, we have a deeper understanding on how the F&B industry is affected by the epidemic. At the end of the video, Hakim will provide recommendation to the F&B industry on behalf of Group 6.
So from the video that we have shown you, we can conclude that
consumer behavior will be affected by elements such as COVID-19. Some will be permanent, and some will shift back to the olden days before COVID-19 pandemic hits us. Now, it is important for businesses to continue to adapt so that they will be able to anticipate what consumers want and also react to what consumers needs in the future. It is important for businesses to also understand that profit will always be determined to their strategy that fits the consumer wants and needs. Thank you.
Thank you very much for watching our video from Group C. We hope you could really enjoy the video, and together we can understand more about the situations, the challenges facing from the F&B industry during pandemics. So stay safe, take care, and hope to see you soon. Thanks!